Hey guys, this is day 165 of startup. So I'm gonna begin with this video with an interesting clip from YCombinator where they talk about if the startup founders resist the urge to think like investors, do not follow those trends that VCs are talking about, then they may actually have superpowers. They may see things that nobody is able to see and work on things that nobody ever thought possible. And most Y Combinator ultra successes founders were like that at the time. So let's see the clip right away and then we'll talk more about it.
If you can resist this thinking like a VC, I think what I've realized is you kind of have superpowers. I think this virus has invaded a fairly large percentage of founders.
Yes.
And so you actually get to do things other founders would think would be silly.
Yeah, it's like everyone has a filter for what seems like a good idea or not.
Yeah.
And if your filter is exactly the same as everyone else's, you're all going to be screening out the same ideas, right?
Yeah.
But if your filter is calibrated differently, you will see things that other people have decided is bad, right?
Well, I think that's what's so funny is because that's every successful YC story, that's the story in hindsight, right? It's like everyone thought the idea sucked. It was off trend because
it was off trend. It was a bad model.
Yeah.
It was a bad space. The market wasn't big enough, whatever.
And lo and behold, 10 years later, our predictive powers of the investment community aren't very good. So anyways, I think that if you don't fall for this trap, you get superpowers by default.
All right, guys, this was actually part of a clip from an entire video of 20 minutes and I have put the link in the description. The title of the video is Why Startup Founders Should Not Think Like Investors. So yeah, this video is a great timely advice for me where I am. So I started out on an idea based on my own interest. So I was interested in reaching out to people and I saw a problem there that I'm myself often nervous about calling people. So I wanted to make something that can put me at ease while calling and talking to strangers. And I have partially solved the problem. The solution seems to be working for me. But when I try to go out to raise funds, I feel like an ugly duckling there because everybody seems to be now making everything related to AI, GPT, vision, computer vision, DALI, image generation, video generation. And I am not opposed to AI, but I will only use AI when it is needed to solve the problem that I'm solving. So often it is not, in the first few versions, it may not be useful and eventually it will come, but you understand the thing, right? I'm not really following a trend here and it doesn't make me a darling with the investors. So I was feeling very like confused about this, whether I should really leave what I'm interested in and follow just the trends or how to marry what I'm interested in with the trends, which is actually not that easy to do. And amidst all this confusion, this video was a great advice, but again, this video doesn't solve anything as an advice because see, and this is how and why startup is so complicated and difficult, because regardless of so many advice, you'll always have so many conflicting pieces of advice from everywhere that you cannot ever come to a conclusion. So okay, this guy says that I can have superpowers and I feel like I have superpowers, but then other people feel that I am the stupid founder stuck in my own head, in my own way of thinking, and I'm not aligned with the real world. And if you're not aligned with the real world, how will you make money in the real world? For now, I'm gonna continue on the path that I'm on and see where it goes. There's something I'm starting to believe is the concept of destiny and what you're meant to do. So if I follow that logic, then it's very clear what I'm meant to do. Whether it leads to success or not, I should at least, even if I'm just able to get by, have enough earning to support myself and my family, I think that I should be okay with. And it's a privilege to work on the things that you want to work on and which align with your passion, with your interests, with your talents. Thinking that way definitely gives me some peace of mind. At least I have my reward. If not monetary, that's fine. So with that, take care.